Hey everyone, welcome to Finding Tickers, where we discuss stocks that our community is trading. This episode is brought to you by FREIBA E Watchlist, which is our signature trading service that shares a daily list of hand-picked stocks before the market opens, live trade alerts, trading strategies, portfolio reviews, market news, and much more, all to help you learn how to trade and become a better investor. So be sure to click the link below, subscribe today, and don't miss out on another opportunity. All right, let's check out some tickers. So first we have the SPY, it's the S&P 500. Again, this is the barometer for us as day traders, investors, as the S&P has the top 500 stocks in the world, and so it's a great gauge for the markets on a daily basis. So we had a down day today. We gapped down a lot. So we have, so just look at the daily. We'll kind of come back to this in a second, but this level here at around 460 was a level that we were looking to at least hold above. But a few things happened today. So one thing that we talked about yesterday was that we were anticipating today to be a super volatile day, which is exactly what we got. And that's because of a few things. Well, one is quadruple witching, where there's an expiration of options across the board, and so that typically leads to some tremendous volatility, and sometimes even kind of a stagnation in the markets too, at times. So it was an overall down day, but it did start out kind of rough, right? So you had this gap down. We opened at around 460 to 462 level and pushed all the way down to below this 460 level, broke through it at a low of 459.50, bounced and ripped almost to the high of day, and then broke back down, and it's really accelerated here, and to the downside at a low of 458.06. But then we had almost a parabolic move back up to almost the 465 level at around 464.70. So just crazy morning in the market. And then you had it break back down, crack below VWAP, but then finally bounced and found support at 460, like we previously looked for, and you had this kind of grind back up, a pop to about 462, and then this curling, and finally you had the market break down towards the close. There's a few different reasons for that. One thing is that the Omicron virus is becoming more serious in the US. There are states that are taking some precautions, like New York State, for example. They're looking at a couple different options for restrictions, mask mandate potentially. So there's a lot of things happening. And with a couple of the professional leagues today, NHL as well as the NFL, both are starting to postpone games for this weekend. So that caused some downward pressure in the market as well. So, overall, we're looking for a relatively volatile day, and then we got some news towards the end of the day that kind of sent us down back towards the support level at 460. So, interesting day, right? But overall, again, just to go back to the daily chart, this is a key bounce area. I mean, we are probably going to be moving lower now that we're back in this channel here, or in this range rather. We're going to be probably looking at 455 to the downside. But that does depend on what happens on Monday morning. But again, as you can see, the sell pressure is increasing due to these volume bars here, and you have the potential, given the Omicron virus, for things to accelerate to the downside. Now, where does it stop? Well, what we see here is around 455. You can anticipate a much stronger bounce. However, if we break 455, we're probably heading now to 450. And so, that's kind of this local level of support where we can anticipate something similar to this. However, again, depending on the severity of the measures that some of the states and the other jurisdictions are going to take, whether it's travel bans, your mask mandates, there's a few different things that are lingering. We can only kind of anticipate that the things will get under control relatively quickly. That'll kind of give us a chance to move back up before the end of the year. We do have the holiday coming and everything, so some stuff to think about there. So now just take a quick look here, right, at this downtrend. So you had a 3-day downtrend to this 460 level, right, where it bounced off of it twice, right, and then now you kind of have a third time for it to potentially bounce. So if we do get that, then you kind of see this push back up to maybe 470, and that is definitely a possibility. So again, we'll see what happens on Monday, what measures are going to be taken over the next few days, and we'll again play that volatility. But right now, we're heading down, and again, that 455 level is probably a good downside target for now. Just again, seeing what's happening in the markets and just the world right now. That's kind of a tough time. So a lot of sensitivity, and this is also profit-taking season, right? As people look to kind of cover some of their taxes and things like that. So we'll keep you guys posted, of course, and so that's the SPY. So now we'll jump into our some of the trades from our watch list, as well as bonus at the end. So stick around for that. Now let's start off with BNTX. So this was one of the biggest winners from today. So pretty good news out of BNTX today. Well, just the overall vaccine market, just in terms of, obviously the Omicron that we just talked about, right? More concerns leads to the attention and trades coming into and flow coming into the vaccine related names. So BNTX is one of them. Pfizer just hit new all-time highs. You have Moderna as well as NVAX, which we'll talk about in a sec. But BNTX was actually a really big winner today. So from the looks of it, it had a nice bounce off of this 271. However, what happened was because of certain contracts, and one today being Friday, you had contracts expiring. There was just extreme volatility in the name, but it did make a huge move. So again, from the looks of this, it's kind of a V shape overall, but this had a low of 271, and we called it out before the market opened, and so even at around this 279 area here, this ended up being about a 320% move on BNTX today. So congratulations to everyone that was in this. This was a pretty nice move, as it kind of just pushed and closed at the highs, which is a good sign for the name BioNTech over the next few days. So we're keeping a close eye on this. We like this name. It moves pretty big. This again, you had this closing at 287, so that's about $16 move from the lows on the day. That's pretty significant. So that's BNTX. Next, we have DYAI. So Dyadic International, this popped up on the radar earlier this morning. We kind of hit the scanners, and we know this name. It is a former runner, and his thing had pushed from about $3.50 or so all the way to a high of $7 in just a matter of days. So we definitely have seen this before, and again popped up on the radar today, and it had a nice move. It wasn't a lot of volume on it. However, it was a nice consistent move to the upside. It had opened at around 430 and had a low of 415. So the small dip and then this rip to a high of 486. So just for example, right, we called it before the market opened. Even if someone were to get into this, let's say at the open at around that 430 mark, you had well over a 10% move at the highs. So again, congratulations to everyone that took advantage of this trade. That's DYAI. Next from the watch list is NVAX, NVAX. So huge move out of NVAX today. One, we had some news this morning that the emergency use authorization was given by the WHO to NVAX, and so they had a huge gap up this morning, and this is a really nice dip and rip to new highs, at least locally. And again, you had this nice move, this gap up, some profit taking in the morning, and because the market was dropping, right? And you had it kind of stop here at this deviation around the $200 level, $201, bounced and ripped pretty much all day, but it had this high here at 220.50, and so again, even if that trade was taken in the morning, but this was a huge winner, 265% move out of NVAX today. So big congratulations to everyone that took advantage of this trade. We did have this level break here at 211.34, and once that broke, it really accelerated to the top side and again hit that 220 level. So big move out of NVAX today. Good news, and we anticipate there to be some more emergency use authorizations on this, but super volatile name, so it's always good to catch these moves. I mean, this stock was at a low of $175 just yesterday and had $220 high today. So these are great names. This is exactly why we trade, and so we encourage everyone to learn the strategies, right? Hop in our chat room, shoot us a message, ask questions, and again, learn this craft. This is one of the best things that people can do, especially if you're looking to become a long-term investor, which we encourage everyone to be. All right, so now let's jump into some notable trades today. Other ones, right? So AMD. So we had this position on AMD that we talked about yesterday, and we had opened it it was around the 138 level, and so you had this gap down in the market, but gap downs aren't always bad, right? So we had this pretty big spike here out of the open on AMD, and that was a really good sign. So this channel that we have here was around the 136.50 level. You had this push and rip all the way to 138, back to right around where we had entered. Had this pullback and consolidation and re-breakout to new highs, and that's actually where we exited. We exited at the 140 level, and we took profits there. And this AMD trade ended up being a 40% winner. So beautiful trade on AMD today from our swing yesterday, and that is AMD, and it actually continued up. So AMD ended up pushing to the top side of this channel at the 141. Had a high of about 141.90, and then ended up kind of pulling back at the market and moved more so with the SPY throughout the day, and ended up closing at 137.75. So we'll keep an eye out on AMD. There's still a lot more to the story, a lot more for them to do, but right now we have this range here, and it's currently at the bottom half of it, with a pullback area down below that we were trading just over the past few days. So We'll keep an eye on AMD and let you guys know. But again, 40% winner on this today from the swing from yesterday. And again, congratulations to everyone that was in this. This was a really nice move. All right, another one on the watch list today was FedEx. So we had FedEx on the watch list. Had earnings yesterday, super positive results, and we had before the market opened, put it on our list. It opened at around 253 and pushed all the way up to 260 in just a matter of minutes. This was a huge move on FedEx today. That's FDX. So again, congratulations to everyone that took this to the upside. We caught some of this, but also as you can see, FedEx broke down today. So we actually took it short as well. So again, we can make money in the markets moving in any direction, up or down. And this was a perfect example of that. So you had this initial spike out of the gates. This initial spike was around the 150% move on FedEx today. And then you had again that kind of breakdown here, but we did scalp it short as it pushed to these lows and then it caught this bounce. I mean, we traded it a few different ways, but this was again on the watch list this morning, and this is exactly why. Lots of volatility in the name today, and so congratulations to everyone that traded this. FedEx was a great move. All right, next we have Tesla. TSLA. So super popular stock, one of the most popular stocks in the market. We know of few Tesla millionaires that just trade Tesla alone and make bank. But nice move out of Tesla today. Huge bounce. You had this level here where it opened at around 915, 914, and you had this pop pullback and then the rip to the 940 area, and then pulled all the way back, almost gave it all back, right, to 917, and then bounced and ripped to this 958, and ended up pushing to 960. So we actually caught this move on this curl here on Tesla. So we had it on the watch list because we knew that it was going to move today. There's always a lot going on, and the interesting thing and one of the most attractive things about the market is that you don't necessarily have to catch the whole move, right? If you know what you're doing, you have the right strategy, and you come in at the right time, then you can really profit. So just as an example here, so this is the trade that we took on Tesla. So we saw this flagging here, and this price compressed here. We literally took the trade right on this new candle at around 11:10, and it popped. So Tesla had a pretty big move from the 250 area to high of 950 area to a high of 960 52 or 960 50 960 66 was the high on Tesla right here. But huge pop all off of this formation, and we actually alerted it in chat, this specific trade as well, right? We had it on the watch list, so people that traded it knew what to do. But this one in particular, we outlined the bounce off of 950 for a push to the highs, and that's exactly what happened. And so huge move out of Tesla, and this move over this 4-minute period, at least for us, was a 45% win on Tesla TSLA. So congratulations to everyone that took this trade or was trading Tesla today. It was a super profitable day for traders in this name, particularly to the upside. And then later on in the day, we actually took another trade. It was right here around the 2 o'clock with this push from 250, 951 to about 954. So another about $3 out of Tesla, and that trade was another 30% on the name today. So two different trades. One was 45%, another was 30%, all in Tesla, all from trading it today. So congratulations to everyone again that took advantage of Tesla. Thank you. Thank you, Tesla. All right, next we have Roku. So this was also on the list today, and Roku was a really big mover today. So we had it on the watch list this morning, and it opened at around 212, 215. Actually, yeah, it's around 215 that it opened. It pushed down to this low here at around 208, bounced, and never looked back. So we had a position already open on Roku. As you might recall, we mentioned yesterday, we had a really good average on it. And so, we had this level. Let's go to, let's just go to the 1 hour chart. So around midday yesterday, we took Roku at around 212. So we had a really good average. And as you can see, it pushed up and had a high of around 220 yesterday. And then this morning we had that small dip to 208, and then this huge rip. This thing went almost parabolic, right, with barely any pullback in the name. Had a high, intraday high of over $237. However, our target was 227, and we actually took this up to 227 almost perfectly. Ended up pushing up a little bit more after we exited, but that's okay. Here's why. So Roku ended up with our entry at 212 yesterday and the exit at 227 this morning. Um, Roku ended up being a 360% win for us today. 360%. So thank you, Roku, and congratulations to everyone that was trading this. Obviously it went pushed another $10. We had a few other trades that we were a little bit preoccupied with, but this was a fantastic move and a great continuation setup on Roku, and it seems to be moving right towards our previous target of 245. Now that you have a lot more bullish sentiment coming into it, so Roku is definitely going to continue to be on watch. We got the pullback that we were looking for right around the time that we called it, and we expected it to kind of start to consolidate and just kind of hang out here as the market was a little weak and kind of weird today, but this thing just kept going. So, went without us, but again, congratulations to anyone that is still in this. This is, was a swing trade for us. So, people, at any point could have taken profits. Obviously, we let everyone know when we were exiting. And so, again, congratulations to everyone that took advantage of Roku. That's ROKU. All right, next we have CODX. This was on the watch list this morning, and a fantastic move out of CODX. So, Co-Diagnostics, this is a COVID-related name, and with all the concerns with COVID, we definitely had this on our radar. So we ended up taking the trade actually a little bit late. So you had this initial pop here, not even a pop, but just a push higher to about 850. We got in at the 850 level and ended up exiting up here around the 870s. And then it pulled back right back to our entry, and then bounced and went to new highs. But again, with the market was kind of weak, pulling back, That's kind of the strength that we got out of it. It was moving kind of slow, and so we took profits at this level, and it did make it another new high, and that could have been another bounce trade, and with a very similar profit margin, but nonetheless, we can't trade them all, right? And that move was valid, instead of us giving back all the profits, right, and potentially stopping out down here on VWAP. We took profits at the high of this run, and we also, because we were a little bit late to it, also why we did that. But again, congratulations to anyone that was in this at the open. That was an even bigger move, but nonetheless, we got about 2% out of it, and as we say, green is good. So we'll take that cash. And that's on CODX, and this is going to continue to be on watch as again it's related to COVID, and so as kind of the COVID dilemma escalates, we'll play CODX again. All right. All right. Next, we have a recent favorite, ISIG. So, as you can see here, super volatile name. Yesterday, we talked about catching this trade in the afternoon, and then today it actually presented a couple different trades. And so, ISIG, after this first squeeze to this 23.93 high, we looked for ISIG, and we took it from about 2080 all the way up to 2142. So we did scalp it, and this was in the afternoon when it made the second move. But it was a tough trader. I mean, obviously you can see how volatile it is, right? You have a lot of sellers stepping up here, right? So you have this huge rip from 1950s all the way up to almost 2450 before pulling back and giving it all back. And this is all a matter of about 15 minutes here, right? So super volatile, and but the challenge was with the spreads. So that's one of the things that we teach in our mentorship program, is just explaining the difficulties of spreads and why they matter. And so if you have any questions about that, just drop us a message below. But ISIG, over the past few days, it's been notorious for having bad spreads. But we were able to extract some profit out of it, and we got about 60 cents a share. So just do some quick math there, right? If you were trading 1,000 shares, for example, that's $600 profit out of that if you were trading 1,000 shares. So ISIG, great move, very dangerous trade, but at the same time, we're familiar with the name, and we were quick, right? We weren't looking for these extended moves. We took profits, others saw it, and again, it was super volatile. We didn't get the best fills, which is why we didn't make more. But again, green is good, so we're grateful for that. That's ISIG. All right, next we have another trade today, RBLX. So RBLX, huge mover. We shorted RBLX yesterday, and we went long today, right? Again, the beauty of trading. Now, it actually presented a pretty good opportunity. We saw some activity, bullish activity, pushing this back over the 98, 99 level, and obviously the next psychological level was $100, and so we went and played the trade over $100, and we caught it. We caught a good one. So right here, you can see as it kind of went parabolic and squeezed all the way up to almost 100, didn't quite break 100, and then pulled back to this moving average here, which is 9 EMA, and this is where we went long. The SPY was starting to pop, and this presented a perfect opportunity from this downward channel. Even this is on a short-term basis, but nonetheless, the pattern still works, and that's exactly what happened. It bounced off this 9 and ripped from this entry here at around $99 to a high of $112. So we caught a nice dollar move out of this. But with options, you have the velocity that also matters, and this ended up being a 50% winner today on RBLX in just about 3 minutes. So congratulations to everyone that took this. This was on the watch list this morning, and so we knew that this was going to move. It did, but we were able to capitalize on a nice trade here at one point. But there are others that took this whole move all the way up and made much more, as you had this area of consolidation here at around $95 and a high of 103.50 on RBLX day. So again, congratulations to everyone that took advantage. This was an awesome move. All right, so those are the trades in the watch list from today. And now let's get into the bonus, which is what's on our radar. So we always talk about and try to bring up bonus to talk about what other tickers that might be on our radar moving forward. Of course, our watch list is posted, so we'll keep you updated. And if you're in the chat room, you can click the link below, and you'll get full access to that. And before the market opens, you'll see exactly what we're looking to trade, and then we'll have trading plans as well as other ideas around the strategies that we're looking to take advantage of throughout the day. But the ticker that we're looking at today is SPRB. So this is Spruce Biosciences. Now look at this chart. This is a crazy mover from today. Almost 100% move out of this name today. And actually, it was 100% move. And this thing just exploded. So this is now on our radar. We're looking at a couple different levels here, but you had this breakout over 326 and this huge rip. The news on this was that there's a huge ambitious price target increase on this name, and it's about $15 is what they're looking to get out of this. Obviously, we don't expect it to go right there, but there are a couple levels above that we're going to be looking at pretty closely. This was a huge move, so we do anticipate some more volatility to the downside, but there is going to be some trading opportunities that we will take advantage of. So as we see it come on and present itself, we'll keep you guys posted as we look at the SPRB. So that is now on our radar. All right, so that's all the tickers for today. Now, do us a favor. We want to know what you guys are trading. So leave a comment below. Let us know what you're trading. Also, if you have any questions about any tickers, strategies, or you want to learn more, definitely let us know. And we appreciate it. So if you enjoyed this episode, please like, share, and subscribe. And then, of course, click the link below and join our community. We're growing really fast, and we're helping lots and lots of people. So don't miss out on that. Click the link, join now. And we appreciate all the support, guys. Thanks very much for watching Finding Tickers, and we'll see you on Monday. Thanks, guys.